What do you make of the situation as it is right now? I mean, you don't have much to work with, I understand, but surely in the face of it, Mr. Mingo is arrested.
Yes.
And we, of course, have read a lot in the public domain as regards the private criminal charges. So, in that context, what do you make of all of this at the moment?
Well, firstly, we don't know whether Mr. Mingo has been arrested in relation to those charges, that those private criminal charges to which you refer. I asked to speak to the crime chief. I was told that he was in a meeting, and I was able to speak to Mr. Mingo. What really is before us is obviously the effort by the police to arrest Mr. Mingo, to deny him of his legal rights, to have counsel present prior to the investigation being launched by the police. In the course of speaking with Mr. Mingo, I was informed by him that questions were put to him, requests were made by him to answer questions, and then he had to keep insisting that he would like to have a lawyer present. After a good couple of minutes or a good period, then the police quite belatedly recognized that Mr. Mingo has in fact legal rights, and it's at that point I believe they allowed Mr. Wade to have a conference with Mr. Mingo. Tonight we have the abuse of Mr. Mingo's rights as a citizen of this country. And this reminds me of the course of conduct and the then habitual attitude of the police force prior to 2015.
Reference the state of Mr. Mingo's health and so on. Did he complain of any ill treatment by the arresting officers or so during the course of the day and up until now? And what is his health condition at the moment?
I don't wish to discuss that publicly, Mr. Mingo's health, but I don't recall him mentioning anything like that.
In your discussion with him, did he say at the point of being asked to go to the station and heading up here
Go
at
to the
CI
station.
to CID?
Mhm.
Did he at all say to you what reason the police gave for arresting him and taking him to CID?
Uh, no, he was afforded or provided with no explanation why he was removed from his home. He was afforded no explanation. He had to insist to get some idea as to why he's here. I don't believe that that was even put to him in any clear way. So that is what is the present state of affairs. That it is very important for every citizen to recognize that it appears that the police force is on the course of conduct of abusing citizens' rights once again. And I would wish my colleagues in the Bar Association to understand that democracy is more than just elections, it is an entire system and the rule of law. I have heard them conspicuously silent. I haven't heard Mr. Hoosty, the president of the Bar Association, Ms. Pauline Chase, who is the secretary, or any other of my distinguished members of the bar condemning the course of conduct and the attitude of the police in relation to the Christopher Jones matter or in relation to Mr. Mingo so far. But I'm patient and I look forward. I look forward to them issuing very shortly statements condemning this sort of attitude by the police.
What's your next legal step?
I don't wish to telegraph that at this stage.